It was a cold November day in 1971. The air was crisp, and the sky was overcast, setting a somber tone for the events that were about to unfold. At the bustling airport in Portland, Oregon, a man approached the ticket counter and bought a one-way ticket to Seattle. The transaction was quick and unassuming. He called himself Dan Cooper, a name that would soon become infamous. He wore a neatly pressed suit and tie, and he carried a black briefcase. His appearance was that of a typical businessman, blending seamlessly into the crowd. He looked like any other businessman, waiting patiently in the lounge, sipping on a cup of coffee and reading a newspaper. But Cooper was about to do something nobody expected. His calm demeanor masked a daring plan. He was going to hijack a plane, a crime that would capture the nation's attention for decades. Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Flight 305, blending in with the other passengers. It was a Boeing 727, a popular aircraft of the time, known for its reliability. He sat in seat 18E near the rear of the plane. The plane took off smoothly, climbing into the cloudy sky. It was a normal flight at first, with passengers chatting, reading, and enjoying the in-flight service. But shortly after takeoff, Cooper discreetly passed a note to a flight attendant, who initially thought it was just another passenger request. The note, however, contained a chilling message. He had a bomb. The flight attendant's face turned pale as she read the words. The note demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. Cooper's plan was meticulously thought out, and it was now in motion. He had the undivided attention of the crew, who were now faced with an unprecedented situation. The flight attendant, with a trembling voice, relayed the contents of the note to the pilots. The pilots, maintaining their composure, immediately contacted air traffic control to inform them of the hijacking. They were instructed to comply with Cooper's demands to ensure the safety of everyone on board. Nobody wanted to take any chances. The passengers remained unaware of the gravity of the situation, while the crew worked to keep everyone calm and safe. The passengers on the plane had no idea what was happening. They were blissfully unaware of the unfolding drama. They were told there was a minor mechanical problem. The pilot's calm voice over the intercom reassured them. The plane circled over Seattle for 2 hours. The passengers grew restless but remained patient. This gave the FBI time to gather the money and parachutes. They meticulously counted the ransom and checked the parachutes. It also gave Cooper time to make sure everyone knew he was serious. He spoke with a calm yet firm demeanor, leaving no room for doubt. Once the plane landed, Cooper made his exchange. The tension was palpable as the items were handed over. He let the passengers leave the plane. Relieved, they hurried down the stairs, grateful to be safe. He traded their safety for the money and parachutes. The exchange was swift and efficient. Only the pilots and 1 flight attendant stayed on board. The atmosphere inside the plane was tense and quiet. Cooper told the pilots to fly to Mexico City. His instructions were clear and precise. He gave them a specific route and altitude to fly. The pilots followed his directions without question. The FBI followed the plane closely. They monitored every move, tracking it on radar. They had no idea what Cooper would do next. The uncertainty kept everyone on edge, but they were determined to catch him. The agents strategized, hoping to outsmart Cooper and bring him to justice. The plane flew south through the night. Cooper, the pilots, and the flight attendant were alone in the sky. Cooper told the flight attendant to go to the cockpit. He wanted to speak to the pilots alone. The flight attendant went to the cockpit. A little while later, the pilots felt a change in pressure. They knew the rear door of the plane had opened. They looked back. Cooper was gone. He had jumped out of the plane with the money. Nobody ever saw him again. Section 4, the money and the mystery. The FBI searched everywhere for Cooper. They combed through dense forests, scoured remote areas, and left no stone unturned. They interviewed hundreds of people. They followed every lead, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. But they never found him. The case grew colder with each passing day, leaving detectives frustrated and the public mystified. The mystery deepened in 1980. The case, which had already baffled many, took an unexpected turn. A young boy found some of the ransom money. It was a discovery that reignited interest in the case. It was buried on a beach near the Columbia River. The location was puzzling and raised many eyebrows. The discovery of the money only raised more questions. How did it end up there after all these years? How did the money get there? Was Cooper still alive? Or had someone else placed it there to mislead the investigation? Had he drowned in the river? The strong currents of the Columbia River could have easily claimed a life. The FBI hoped the money would lead them to Cooper. They meticulously analyzed every bill, looking for clues, but it was a dead end. The trail went cold once again, leaving the mystery of D.B. Cooper unsolved. Section 5. The legend lives on. The case of D.B. Cooper is still unsolved. Nobody knows for sure what happened to him. Did he survive the jump? Did he escape with the money, or did he die that night? We may never know. The mystery of D.B. Cooper continues to fascinate people. It is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. Some people believe he got away. Others believe he died in the wilderness. What do you think happened to D.B. Cooper?